Yes, okay. So welcome to this live Ujian Akhir Sesi Academic for Form 1 to Form 3. All right, today we are focusing on reading. Tomorrow at the same time, we will be focusing on writing. So please feel free to ask questions. I can see what you have written, and be polite with one another at all times. And I will definitely answer your questions as I see them. Be interactive when I ask you what are the answers or how you find answers. Please just share your answers so that I can see, there is interaction. I love my life to be interactive. I don't want to be the only one talking. Okay, so I'm not going to waste any more time. We will start now. All right. Okay. Let's start. Okay. All right. So my questions. All right. These will be my questions. Okay. Name the papers for your UASA English Language Summative Examination. What are the papers you are going to sit during your UASA, which you will start next week, I'm sure? What are your papers? Do you know the names? If you don't know, you can say you don't know. For everyone's information, there is about 5 to 10 seconds delay from when I speak to when you get it, all right? Because it's live. So there will be 10 seconds. Writing, okay, thank you. RQ Art, thank you very much. Writing, okay, writing. And what else you have besides writing? Hi, Kai, right? Any other paper? No, okay. So you will have to, Kim writing, okay, you will have 12/1, that is your code paper. You should know your code paper so that when your teacher gives you on your exam day, you get the correct code. Speaking, there is no speaking for UASA, that one will be done by your school, right? Okay, so reading and use of English will be 12/1, and then 12/2 will be writing. Thank you, Cikgu Azmi. He's here again. All right, for each of the paper, how many minutes are you given to answer? For example, reading and use of English for 12/1, how many minutes would you be given? You need to know. If you don't know, then you would be having problem. Okay, Leswin, if you are using mobile phone, Leswin, it is blur because you need to change your setting of the live on your phone. You press the I don't know what do you call that, the button at the top of the video. You press that one and you go to, I cannot remember, let me go. You go to quality. Under quality, you go to advanced. Under advanced, choose 720p. Okay, Lashwin? All right, you go to setting. Again, at the top of the video, you go setting. Right, and then you press that setting, you go to quality, you change to advanced, and under advanced choose 720p. Okay, all right. I hope that helps for those who are watching through mobile phone. If you are watching through your laptop, you also do the same thing, change the setting of the video to 720p. Okay, so I have a lot of answers here. Thank you. All right, so you have Wood saying 1 hour, 30 minutes usually. Yeah, you're asking me a question, you're not sure. Kim says 1 hour and a half. Hilda says 90. Lemak, banyak lemak ke ni? 1 hour and 30 minutes. Channel Shakira, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Haryanti, one thing, 1 hour and a half. I think you think it's 1 hour and a half, okay. All right, and then Hi is telling the gear one. Yes, correct, the gear symbol. 1 hour 30. All right. Is it live? Yes, Danish Hakim. It is live. You can ask me questions. Hi, hello. All right. 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay, let's see. So for paper 12/1 reading, it's 1 hour 30 minutes. But for paper 2, which is writing, 12/2, it's 1 hour. All right. Hayat, you cannot answer paper in 15 minutes, Hayat. All right. Now, what are the marks allocation for each paper? Right, the marks allocation for each paper is 40 marks for each. Paper 1, 40 marks. Paper 2, also 40 marks. All right, so you have these 80 marks, and then don't worry, your teachers know what to do. The teachers have got instruction on how, what they need to do for whatever marks they have to do with that. All right, so we are not going to bother about the marks. We want to be bothered about how you can answer well. All right, thank you, Kai, for your answer. Thank you, Girish, too. All right. let's continue. Look at the reading part because we are doing reading today. So for 12-stroke 1 reading and use of English, you have how many parts? I'm sure you know how many parts. Your teacher would have done so many practices with you or would have mentioned it to you. How many parts? Five. Thank you very much. Some people are very clever. Kavi, thank you. Faravi, thank you. Girish, all right, 5 parts. 3, teacher. No lah, Akyu, there are 5 parts. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you, Kim. So part 1, thank you, Channel Shakira. Channel Shakira, what do you have in your channel? Fauzia says 5, Danish says 5, everyone's spirit. Hayat 5, okay. All right. Part 1. Part 1, you have reading short text. You got 3 option multiple choice. That is part 1. Part 2, you have error correction. All right. Part 3, you have information transfer. Part 4, you have reading comprehensions where you have to do sentence completion. And part 5, you have matching gap text. So you have, all right, 5 parts. All right. So you have 5 parts. Okay. So many of you guessed correctly. Kai, it is not 6 parts. Kai, I don't know where you got the 6 part. Okay, so you need to know that it is 5 parts. All right. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Rizal, why Rizal? Wow. Okay. Oh, where am I? Sorry, let me go back. All right. Thank you, Faris. It is 5. Okay. Next. Let's look at reading part 1, reading short text. There are 8 questions, but I'm not going to do all 8 questions with you. I'm only going to do 2 as examples. You can use the same way I'm doing when you're doing your exam. All right. Okay. And I want to also inform all of you, your Form 1, 2, 3, these strategies are the same until Form 5. All right. The strategies are the same until Form 5. So if you are good at the strategy in Form 1, 2, and 3, you can do well in Form 4 and Form 5. Language strategies don't change. Only the language become more difficult when you go Form 4 and Form 5. All right, let's start with part 1. There are 8 MCQ questions, 3 options, and they are short text. They can be advertisement, they can be labels, they can be notices, or they can be communicative messages. These are the 5 types of short text you can get in that 8 questions. So you don't know what you would get. That depends on the set that your school have downloaded, all right? So you will get these kinds of different text. So how do you do this? You can't just look at the questions and straight away answer. You need, if I'm talking too fast, please let me know. You need to follow the strategy step by step. All right, for those of you good in English, these steps like, oh, so difficult. But for those of you who find it difficult, these steps will help you make it easier. All right. So for part 1, step 1, always read the instruction. Hi, Noriani. Why is it important to read instruction? Okay, a bit fast. Okay, I go slower. Okay, Haryanti. You need to read instruction because they might tell you to do something else than from what I've told you to do. Maybe there's no 8 questions. Maybe it's only 7 questions. I don't know. So read the instruction, what they tell you to do. Mark the answer. Is it in the question paper or mark at the back of the paper where they give an extra paper for you to shade the answers. All right. Now, step 2, read the questions. After you read the questions, you read the options. I did not ask you to look at the advertisement or the short text yet. I asked you to read the question and then you read the options. All right. After that, step 4, underline keywords in the question and options. I'm telling you the strategy now. I will show you an example later. Okay. I think Zitang your life is delayed, you need to push forward, then you will follow the life at the correct time. Okay, so step 4, underline keywords in the questions and options. Then step 5, only now you look at the text, whether it's an advertisement, whether it's a communicative message, whether it's a label. Now you look at that, then you read the text to identify similar keywords from the questions and option that you have underlined. Most of the time, for Form 1, 2, and 3, they may use the same words that appear in the text in the questions and options, or they might be slightly different because they want to test your vocabulary. If you know similar words, like if instead of clever, they use intelligent. They want to see if you know the difference, okay? Step 6, now you try to answer the question in your own words. If this is the question, what my answer would be based on the text. If you can find the answer with your own words, then it is very easy for you to choose the best answer based on step 6. All right? Why? Okay, let me see, because what I'm seeing here is different. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, and then the last step is read again to check. You choose the best answer, then you read again and check to confirm. All right. Now, actually, you do this very fast. It's just that I broke the steps down into small steps so that you can see how it is done. All right. Actually, you do step 1, 2, 3 very fast. So let's look at one example now. All right. So let's read the instruction. The instructions say, read the text carefully in each question. Choose the best answer, A, B, or C. For each question, mark I'm going back. Mark the correct answer A, B, or C. Now, the word here, the word mark, you need to check in your exam whether it's mark or whether it's circle or whether it's to shade the answer at the back of your exam paper. You need to decide. All right, read and then you will be able to know. Okay, next. That is reading the instruction. Once you read the instruction, now let's read the question and option. Yes, Zamil, only 3 options for Form 1, 2, and 3, yeah? 3 options only. Don't worry, even Form 4, Form 5, there are certain questions with 3 options only. Now, let's see, this is an example of a notice, okay? Now, all residents of Taman Sentosa are reminded that there will be no water supply on 4 January from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, now we don't have to read. This is not the question. Where is the question? The question is here. Is it too fast, teacher? It's too fast. Too fast, Taufik. Okay. Now, residents of Taman Sentosa. Now, this is the question, all right, which is the form of an incomplete sentence. Okay, residents of Taman Sentosa are, okay, you need to complete, all right? Advised to store up water due to water cut. Reminded not to turn on their taps during the water cut. Informed that the water cut will be imposed at regular intervals. This is an example of the question and the 3 options. So what you do then is you underline, okay? You underline the keywords in the questions and options. So let's underline. I give you example. Yes, no one, you can watch this live on replay. All right, Putra, this question is for any form. Form 1, 2, 3 can get these questions. Okay, all right. Danish, you do not understand. Okay, follow slowly, you can understand. All right. Now, you want to underline? You do is what you underline, residents. You want to know what residents of Taman Sentosa. So you will underline this and then advise, store up water, water cut. Reminded not. The important word here is not. All right. Turn on taps during water cut. Inform water cut. Impose regular intervals. So do you know why you need to underline? Because as you grow older and you go higher form, it helps you to focus on the words they use so that you choose the best correct answer. Right? You think that, oh, it's so easy right now. It may look easy, but as the question go higher and higher, more and more, like number 4, number 5 questions, it becomes more difficult. All right. What the mean of impose? Impose is to tell people to tell people they must do something, that it will happen. All right. What's a regular interval? Regular interval means, like, if I say have lunch every 2 hours, that means the interval regular is every 2 hours. Not have lunch, like you cannot have lunch every 2 hours. Take your medicine every 2 hours. Then the regular interval is 2 hours. That's regular interval. Okay. All right. Okay. So now that you already have underlined the keywords, all right, now you have to read the text to identify similar keywords in the question and option. So you know word residence, Taman Sentosa, advice, store up water, all about water cards, okay? Not turn up taps, inform walker. Let's look at what you have to do. Use far, you have to change your setting. I hope people on the chat can help Yusfa to solve a problem. Okay, so what you do is you find what are the similar words. All right, the similar words, okay, here would be no water supply, correct? Okay, advise all residents, because no water supply means water cut. Okay, that's what it means. All right, store, ask to store enough water, right? Yes, very good, Zafri. I like Zafri say advice. Yes, advice. Okay. All right, these are things that you would want to underline, right? Enough water. Okay, so you already know. So without looking at the option A, B, C, you will say, okay, now I know the notice is asking me to save water. They advise the resident to store enough water because there will be no water supply. That will be my answer. All right, so I've already answered the question in my own words. I have now know what the answer would be. All of you I know have given me the answer way before I ask you. All right, so you have people like what say A, not call also said A, unknown also said A, Kim says A, Cairo says A. All right, someone says A it is. Daniel Ashraf says A. So does so many of you. Zain, Akil, Fitri. Rutio says B. Okay, Sri Umiswar says A. All right, so many of you has said A. So let's see. All right, when this life will end, teacher. Why you want Kai? You want to end fast, Kai? It will end when I finish part 5. All of you asking me to go slow, so I'm going slow. All right, I'm following what you need. So let's look at the answer. All right, Danish answer cannot be A, B, or C. All right, so the answer would be all of you who chose A. Excellent, good job. All right, you got it right. A, excellent. Okay, good. Now let's try another example. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, let's practice one more. Okay, let's look. Read the questions and option. All right, this time again, you just read the question. This is the question. Marisa is advising her brother, right? To do what? Apply new credit card, go to the bank. So you read, as you are reading, you underline the keywords as you are reading. So the keywords you would underline is Marisa advising who? Brother to do what? Apply new debit card, go bank, reset PIN number, or is it to inform bank? Loss of debit card. Okay, so you need to decide which one. Then now you look at the this is called communicative message, because it is through is a WhatsApp or Telegram, whatever. And here got, hi bro, I just saw your message. Losing your debit card is not the end of the world. You have probably misplaced it. Anyway, I spelled wrongly here. Sorry, just call the bank and report the loss. So I spelled here wrongly, the word just. All right, just. Okay. Now tell me, I don't want answer. I don't like answer. I want you to tell me what keywords you would underline in this communicative message. What would you answer? Oh, sorry. What would you underline in this communicative message? What would you do? What would you do? What would it be? Call, thank you. I like that man with computer. Call the bank, report the loss. Okay, that would be what you would underline, right? All right. So did Afsha said deactive here, sorry, call the bank and report. I like it. I like this. Thank you so much, Dragon Boat. Right, report the loss. Okay. Losing debit card. Okay. All right. Kim says bank report. Okay, the red alpha, bank report. Yes. Okay, Kamalan says losing. Just call the bank unknown. Zafri says the same thing. Iqbal says the same thing. Underline. Okay, Hyrene says underline, inform. Okay, report. Wonderful. Oh, meow. Call the bank and report the loss. Okay, that's good. A lot of participation. Excellent. Call them back. Maybe. Let's see later. Let me just share some of your answers. Somebody underline event representative. Thank you. All right. So many. Okay. All right. You have Wood saying that. All right. Somebody's giving me answer. I don't want answers yet. Okay. Let's see whether we have the same one. Call the bank, report the loss. Bank representative can also immediately deactivate. All right, that's good. Wonderful. All right, wonderful. Okay. All right. So let's see, after you have read the text, to identify similar keywords from the question and options. Now you have to answer the question in your own words, right? Okay, Marisa is advising her brother what to do. Call the bank, report the loss. Okay, that's what I would have answered on my own. This is what she advised. So let's see whether you would have chosen the correct answer. Teacher, can I ask you what meaning of representative? Representative means someone who is talking or helping you out on behalf of the bank, because the bank is so big, you cannot talk to the manager. Maybe you talk to the staff there who represents the bank, who works for the bank. So the person will help you with your problem. So we call them representative. Comes from the word represent. All right, represent means they work on behalf. All right. Okay. Is bro a real word? In communicative message, Yan, you can use words like that in a text, because that's how you write to your friend, right? Hi, bro, and all that, right? So they're just trying to show that, that's how you all talk. All right. Okay, let's look at your answer. I have seen many people giving answers like Valeria saying A. All right. Tavashini says C. And then you got Latifa says C. Because she has to call the bank, right? Call the bank. Okay, Taufik says C. Suddenly you have Emma the bear says A. Tayalini says C. Kamalan says C. Iqbal says C. Taufik says C. Roses says C. Oh, Roses has a lot of thorns. I'm scared. All right. Hazia says C. Oh, a lot of people giving me answers. Thank you so much. Oh, I love these lower forms. Full of every one of you is giving me answers. So let's see what is your answer. Yay, most of you got it right, correct? Because inform the bank means call the bank. You have to call the bank and report the loss, means you are informing the bank about your credit debit card that you have lost. All right. Okay. All right. So I hope we have finished part 1. Now we will go to part 2. I like this. Oh yes, you're so happy. Danish is so happy. Good, Danish. I'm so happy that you are happy. All right, let's continue with part 2. All right. Okay. So for part 2, you have 8 marks also. Whether you are Form 1, Form 2 or Form 3 is 8 marks. No difference. Okay. All right. Let's look at what they say. Error correction are extended tags. They will give you a title because they want to give you an idea what the text is about. So you don't have to be like Form 4 or Form 5. They need to figure out what the text is. They'll give you a title for you. All right. And 8 words are underlined that you need to correct because it is wrong. So you need to correct them. Okay. An example is provided and the example is numbered as 0 because you don't have to answer. They will give you a sample answer for that. All right. So far, you can understand, right? Simple. So let's look at how to do this. This one, I'm going to tell you, Form 1, 2, 3, your reading paper is harder than Form 4, Form 5. Form 4, Form 5, everything objective. But you all, they only got one part that is subjective. But for you, you got plenty of parts that are subjective, right? Like this one, error correction. Okay, now you have to read the passage carefully. While you read, please circle this one, the tenses, whether it's past tense, whether it's present tense, meaning you have to underline things like is, was, or were, or are, all right? Or looking at the verbs. Verbs would be like if one person run, a lot of person runs, if past tense ran, okay, and then if it's continuous, it's running. These are things that you have to underline, okay? While you read, you circle or you underline anything. But remember, the errors that you need to correct are all grammatical, meaning they are nouns. Nouns are kata nama in Bahasa Melayu, like table, chair. Pronouns is he, she, we, they, right? Articles is the easiest. It's a and the. Hi, Wong. Adjectives are words that describe the noun. Example, white cloth. White is an adjective. You have verbs. Verbs is kata kerja in Bahasa Melayu. Alright, so verbs will be like run, jump. Okay. Then you got tenses, past tense, present tense, future tense. You got models. Models is can, shall. Alright, you got adverbs, run quickly. For example, quickly would be adverbs. Prepositions. Preposition got 150 preposition. No, Putra. Kata nama. Why you want to memorize kata nama? Yes, Madurini. Yes, it is like past tense, correct. Connectors. Connectors is like and, but, because. All right. And then you got subject verb. So all these your teachers would have taught you in the classroom. Okay. I'm not going to teach you all this. You need to know, right? All the difference. Remember, there are no spelling or punctuation errors in the text. So you will not have words that are spelled wrongly and then you have to correct the spelling. Don't have, huh? All right, it's all grammatical. So don't change the spelling. The spelling is not a problem. There is no spelling mistakes or punctuation mistakes, all right? Okay, so remember this one, very important. Okay, all right. What else? Continue. What is the strategy best used to correct errors? For me, okay, I always teach my students when I was teaching Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. I don't teach anymore Form 1, Form 2 beginning this year, all right, because I moved school. But before that, I was teaching in the afternoon. I always teach them family members. You know, family members of the underline. I will explain to you what I mean by family members. I think some of the teachers also teach family members. For example, all right, family members of is would be was, were, are, am. It cannot be anyone, anybody else. All right, you cannot bring in suddenly run inside there. Cannot. That one are strangers. family members are in the same group, meaning if you're talking about verb to be is or are or am or was or were, they are family members. So you need to identify who are the family members, then only you investigate. Okay, if is wrong, why is wrong? Investigate and find what is the culprit through the process of elimination. If you like mystery stories, you will love error correction because you are trying to find who is the naughty person in this question that makes this wrong. All right, you want to punish the person and find who is the correct one that's supposed to be in. Okay, all right. And then if the error is M, example, list the family members. The family members would be am, is, are, was, were. This would be the family members. All right. So you'll say, okay, M is wrong. So M has disguised itself, disguised itself. So now I'm going to find out who actually M is hiding. He's disguising himself, right? Okay, let's find out. So you always have to find out. So always check the tense, because when M is wrong, if one person you say I am and M is wrong, is it in the past tense or is it in the present tense? If it's the past tense, I cannot use am. One person, I must use was. It's the imposter, correct, Mel? I like this. Mel says am imposter. All right, okay. So if the text in the past tense, eliminate the innocent party because the culprit will be the person who went to hide and don't want to come out into the text, and you have to make the culprit come out, catch it, all right? So you eliminate. So what you do is you eliminate. If it's the past tense, you eliminate am is wrong, is wrong, are is wrong, left was and were, okay? Then you always check the subject. Was is for singular noun, one noun. Plural, you must use were, more than one. So if singular, answer would be was. If plural, answer would be were. All right, so that way you make when you answer, you feel fun. Oh, who is the culprit? Who has hide? I need to find the culprit. Then you will find it interesting. If not, you do the exam, you feel so bored. All right? Okay. Right. If you want to use is, what is should be used for? Is for singular noun. For example, he or she. Okay, singular pronoun. He or she is. All right, and then the verb we will decide. Okay. All right. Thank you, Danish. Okay. One of the most difficult would be preposition. Why? Like I told you, there are 150 preposition in English language. Don't ask me how to memorize. Cannot memorize, but you need to know the different type. When you were in primary school, all right, if you still remember, your teacher like to teach you on, at, in, from. This is time. All right, in, on, since, ago, before. This one, all right, your teacher will teach you. Okay. What person is a family member? Use word isn't. Okay, if it's negative, then you must find all the negative. Is not, isn't like you must use one word. Is, isn't, and you have to look at the error. I cannot tell you until we look at the error. Okay. Never mind 1, 2, 3 planted. You can always watch the replay. Okay. Preposition of place. Place where? At, in, on, by. This is all the preposition of places. If movement, how to move? To, from here to here, over there, under. I remember this one when I was teaching in primary school. Before you were born, I was teaching in primary school. I remember as an English teacher, I teach students this one. What is on, what is over with objects. Right, we use objects and we teach the students. I'm sure your teacher did that. Okay, Kim. Kim asked, what is culprit? Culprit is who is the person in the wrong. Hi, Shanti. How are you, Shanti? Hi. Okay. All right. Who is the person who is wrong? All right. In bahasa Melayu, culprit ialah siapa pesalah itu. Orang yang buat salah. Okay. All right. So this one I remember when I was teaching how we teach. Okay. And then preposition of instruments, you have to know. And then preposition of measures, you all got a different kinds of preposition. Okay, and then preposition of source. Source means from where. Okay, measure is to estimate how much something is, measure how tall something is or how big something is, let's measure, all right? Okay, and then a preposition of possession. Possession is somebody owning something, okay? And then prepositional phrases. Okay, wait, somebody say, what's the difference between till and until? It depends on the use, till and until. Sorry, until got only one L, Fitri. That is the mistake many students do. Till has two L. Until has one L. Can you see? It has the same meaning, but you can use it in two different ways. That's why it has an oblique there. This is called an oblique. So till got two L, until got one L. All right. Oh my God, hold on, I'm somewhere else. Okay, can we use till on essay? I don't know. I have to see the sentence, then I can tell you. All right. I cannot say yes or no until I see how you write it in an essay. Okay. Now let's practice a few examples. I'm not going to do all 8. I'm only going to show you a few, and then we will do it together. All right. Okay. Right. Now read the passage carefully. While reading, circle the tenses used throughout the text and subject and its verb in every sentence. Okay. Let's look. This is an example. Your one will be longer and you have 8. Okay, you will have 8. Right. Hold on for a while. Okay. Somebody's teacher what says it's better to use until instead of just to be safe. Okay. I cannot give any answers because I need to see how it's used and how you all use it, all right? But always remember, the only thing I want to advise everyone is that spelling. Don't have 2 L for until, that's all. Please make sure of that. All right, okay. Now here, all right, this is an example of only 3 here. There will be 8 for you. I only give you a short example. Some people likes, this one is really wrong, to live in a large city while others prefer. So you need to underline, circle or underline. So I'm looking at the tenses, all using prefer, are, is, then I know what? It is present. It's all talking about present. There's nothing in past tense here. Okay, right? Okay, but they have present perfect. Like this one is called present perfect. Okay, but it's still present. Right, then, okay, some people. So some people more than one. That's why like here is wrong. Right, and then you got others. Others also got S here. The noun got S, so prefer here no S. Okay, all right. Okay, and then you have I. One person here, I. Also, not one, even though I is one person, but it's special. It won't have prefers. It's prefer. Okay, so correct. Okay, and then you got large cities. Because of the word cities, the noun here is a plural noun. Here you have are. Right? And then here, here you have are here, all right? And then you got people, also more than one. Here is, whether right or wrong, it's wrong lah, because you cannot be is. So you underline like this because that will help you know which part is wrong and why it is wrong, okay? So the tense used in the text, you already know it's present tense, okay? So somebody say M is an imposter forever. Okay, let's look. Find the family members. How you find family members? Let's look at 0 first, likes. Who are likes family members? All right. Okay, so you have likes. Likes is the one that is from here. All right. So family members, you have like without the S. Correct. And then you have liked past tense. Right. And then you have liking, which is another one, family member. All right. I do not know if I have missed out any Oh, yes, there's another one that I've missed out. Likely, Likely. Likely is another family member which I didn't put in here. Okay. So you will have likely. So you will have about 4. All right. Family members here. Once you have decided, right here you can see the errors are always in the same grammatical form as the correct one. Right? Why is only number 1A? Got A, B, C. All right. Okay. Let's look at, we want to find the culprit. Who is the one who is running away from the text that we must put them back inside here. Right? Okay. So we know it's not like because we know it is in the present tense. So it's X. Liking also cannot. How can some people liking? Cannot. Right? This is usually used for progressive or continuous tense. So the only answer left is like. So some people like to live in large cities. All right? Okay, let's look at number 1. Now only we go number 1. All right. For all of you who are here, okay, I know you like to only give answers. But for me, how to find answers are more important than giving me the correct answer. Okay? Because if you don't know why that answer is such a way, you will make mistakes later. That's all. All right? That's how I teach. You must understand why that answer is the correct one and not the other answer. Because that way, when you go higher form, you understand better. Okay? Do you have subjective example? This is subjective, right? This is not objective, right? This is subjective, right? Okay, find family members of number 1, which is the. Subjective means no ABC. Okay, right. I'm sure all of you go for tuition. You know your tuition teacher would have taught you. If for number 1 the, you only have other 2 choices only. A and N. Correct? Okay, A and N. Right? So when you see here, here, I prefer to live in the small town. You have never spoken about any small town before. You cannot use the because first time you are talking. First time you are talking about the small town. So you cannot suddenly say, I prefer to live in the small town. If you must say in the small town, meaning I like to stay in a small town called Ipoh. In that small town or in Ipoh small town or the small town, then you can use the. Second time you can use the. First time you must use what? First time you must use a. Okay? First time is talking about what is here. They say some people like to stay in a large, while others like to live in small towns. Now I prefer to live in the small town, cannot in a small town. All right. So and it's wrong. It only left a. You cannot use an. And you use for what? A-E-I-O-U. An elephant. All right. An aeroplane. Sounds of A-E-I-O-U, the vowel. All right. Okay. An umbrella. Right. Zafri, I'm trying to tell you. An uncle. Right. These are A-E-I-O-U. Why you don't understand, Danish? Because, Danish, you think that you don't understand. You can watch the video again and then you slowly can understand. Okay? All right. Let's look at the last one. I'm doing number 2. It's not last one. Family members again. So for number 2, can you tell me what are the family members for but? Can you tell what are the family members for but? What are the family members for but? Anybody know? Yes, correct, Gio. The word hour, correct, also refer as an hour, right? Even though the spelling is H, but the sound is the A-E-I-O-U sound. Hour. It's not hour, it's hour, right? That is why it's used an hour. Okay, good. Right. Okay, so who are the family members? Family members for number 2, but anybody know? What are the family members for but? Okay, I think I got some answers here, like somebody says and, you cannot remember. Or somebody say even. Let's just see. Somebody says and also here. Unfortunately, no. What is a but? A but is what? A but is a conjunction. All right. So usually conjunction, the family members would be, I got some more comment, hold on. You got and, you got so. The meaning of but with 2T is a different meaning, my dear. Okay, right? Different meaning also you have. I like this neither. If you want to use neither, it'll be neither. You must have neither. Neither has its own partner. Neither, nor, either, or. You cannot change the partner. You cannot change partner. They are married forever. Neither, nor, either, or. All right. Okay. Somebody says except. You can see here. And okay, let's look at what I have. All right. Okay. So you have but. All right. You can have and is the basic one because it's conjunction. And you can have or. You can have because. Oh, okay. Madurini, you can put however. If you want, you can. Okay. There are so many. Right. Okay. In the first place, large cities are crowded, however noisy, cannot. It sounds grammatically wrong if you put however, because but is already wrong. But and however are in the same group. Another way of using but is using however. Okay? All right? Somebody's asking me, I like Cikgu Suhana ni. Thank you so much. And so because or. Yes. All right. Okay. So, what do you think the answer would be? In the first place, large cities are crowded, so noisy. Is it? They are crowded, so noisy. Because noisy. Are they crowded because they are noisy? Are they crowded because noisy? Can something becomes crowded because they are noisy? That's my question. No, yes. You understand kan? How can be crowded because it's noisy? So you cannot. So you eliminate. So cannot. They are crowded, so noisy, cannot. Right? They are crowded or noisy. Cannot be either. If you are crowded, definitely will be noisy, correct? If they are crowded, definitely would be noisy. Okay? And then cannot be because. So the only answer left is Firdaus, Fana, relax. I know you are so excited and okay? Yes, Riza, Danish, yes, and good, yes. All right, so that's how you do it slowly. Okay, you all can do it. So answer is N. All right, okay, we finish part 2. We are going to part 3. Already 8:51. Part 3. Okay, and the answer is and. Right. Okay, answer is and. Okay, good job, everyone. Good job. Right, Fitri. Thank you, everyone who's giving the answer. Okay, all right. Let's see. We are going to part 3. Yes, part 3. Now we are going. Let's look at part 3. Okay, in part 3, also 8 marks. Okay, all of you, whether you are Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, same, 8 marks. Okay, so you are doing information transfer. This one, even Form 4, Form 5, you have information, yes, you still have. No, you don't have. You only have it Form 1, 2, 3, information transfer. Extended text, but got different. Okay, a little bit. Each answer is not more than 5 words. This one, please read the instruction, because I don't know if suddenly they change and say, okay, don't use more than 3 words. I don't know. You please read the instruction. Reading instruction, very important. So right now, as far as I know, it is not more than 5 words. So when you write your answer, make sure you count not more than 5 words. Okay? Okay, if you are Form 1, I'm sure some of you are Form 1. You transfer information to a table. Table very simple. Jadual yang biasa. Table. Okay? But if you are Form 2, you transfer information to a mind map. Mind map is like a bubble map or any map. Okay? Alright? Now, if you are Form 3, you can get anything. You can get table or mind map. That's the difference. So from one simple one table they give you, you just put the answer in the table. Form 2, you do it in a mind map. Form 3, you look at the question and see, do you do it on, transfer it to a table or you transfer it to a mind map. Okay, because Form 3, you are older, so they make it a little bit harder for you because they want to prepare you for Form 4. Okay, that's all. Form 1, because you just come from primary school, so they make it simple for you. And all the answer must not be more than 5 words. All right? Okay, let's look at what you should do for part 3. Okay, so I always remind you, please read the instruction and check the number of words allowed. Whether it's not more than 5 words, not more than 3 words, you please check. Okay. All right. Ilham says, I'm Form 3 and I saw that reading paper often will be table. Not necessary, Ilham. It can be table or mind map for Form 3. So don't assume that it will always be table, Ilham. All right. Okay. Don't just go and then if the paper is in a mind map, then just do it in a mind map. All right. And then read the table or mind map depending. You Form 1 table, Form 2 mind map, Form 3 maybe table, maybe mind map. Okay, how is level 4? What's level 4? All right, then underline keywords in the table or mind map. Okay, Geo, what does it mean? Not more than 3 words or a number, meaning if you use words not more than 3 words, you've got number also there or a number, you just write a number there. Okay, like 342 or 3,452, you just write number 3452 like that. Okay, all right. Danish, I don't understand how is level 4. Okay, read the text to identify similar keywords from the table or mind map. I will show you how to do, don't worry. And then you complete the table or mind map. Use the word from the text and make sure your spelling is correct. Now here, if your spelling is wrong, my teacher will be telling you, all right? And then teacher will tell you, you will not get marks and then the teacher will give you wrong. Oh, Shobha, you see. Hi, Shobha. Do you mean part 4? Yeah, relax. Now we do part 3. How Form 4, teacher? Oh, Form 4. Form 4 will be harder, Danish. So you wait until you go Form 4, then I will tell you how hard. Okay? You do your Form 3 first, Danish. Don't worry about Form 4 yet. Okay. Now complete the table. All right? And then you use the word from the text and make sure the spelling is correct. Spelling wrong, you may get the answer wrong. Okay? All right, and then read the text, read again to check and confirm that you did not use more than the number of words allowed. Always remember count. They said not more than 5 words. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, got 6 words. Cannot. I must change. Okay. All right. So remember, read instruction. See how many number of words. Read the table on mind map. Underline the keywords in the table on mind map. Read the text to look for similar keywords. And then you complete the table mind map. Use the words from the text because you will make sure your spelling is correct if you just follow the one in your text. Okay, don't use your own words and then get it wrong. Go faster. Taufik, I cannot go faster, Taufik. Some people might not understand. All right, let's look. Read the instruction. Instructions say, we have to be greedy in writing our answers. I like the word greedy in writing the answers. Complete the following graphic organizer. Choose no more than 5 words or a number. So I've underlined this because that's what I will do in the exam. I will underline this so that I remember, okay, I must use not more than 5 words. All right? Write your answers in the space provided. Okay, right. So this is an example. It's a very simple. This is example of a mind map. All right, I don't have lines here, but it is an example of a mind map. If you get a mind map like this, for me, I like mind map lah, right? Because it's keywords. Okay, so read the table or mind map and then underline the keywords. So it's not very easy. You want to underline, you underline start. You underline sorting because you need to find this word. Got start, got sorting or not? Got processing or not? Oh, okay, these are the words that I must look for in my text so that when I want to answer, I can answer. Final checking. Okay, so I've underlined all this. I know I must look. All right. What you mean by wood, Danish? There is no wood yet. There's no wood here. You have not seen the text. Danish, be patient, Danish. You are very impatient. Okay, hold on. Once you underline, table, the words that you underline usually will be all the short words. I just want to let you all know the importance of highlighting or underlining will help your mind. You are all very young. Your mind will run everywhere. So when you underline or you highlight, it will make your mind focus. Oh, these are the things I must look. You don't always think that, oh, I'm young, I will remember what to look. You won't because it's exam. Okay? Teacher. Somebody's asking me question here. I'm going to put this one up here. Teacher, in this part, can we just put the answer with keyword only? Let's look lah. Let's see whether we can or not. All right. Yes, Cikgu Teacher Shoba, correct. Hyphenated words are counted as one. Correct. If the words are hyphenated, meaning like ice cream. Ice hyphen cream. Ice cream is one word. Okay. All right. What does sorting means? Okay. Taufik, in the exam, you will always meet words or see words that you don't understand. So it doesn't matter if you don't understand, but you need to know how to look for the answer. If you can see the answer, then you just put the answer inside there. I'll show you how. What's the meaning of sorting? Sorting means to put things in their own category. If it's a blue, you put everything in blue. If green, everything in green. If plastic, everything in plastic. That's called sorting. Shredding is to cut things into small pieces like a shredding machine. You put through the shredder and then all the papers will be into small, tiny pieces. That's shredding. Okay? Everybody asking meaning of word. Meaning of words in English or in Bahasa Melayu or anything, it is not important. Let me tell you secrets. Okay, even at my age, I read very high level text. You won't read lah. All right, when I read high level text, I will always get to see words that I don't understand. But I don't open the dictionary and check. I make meaning from the words around it and try to guess. That's how I do reading, and that's how people in real life read. You don't have to understand every word. Okay? Next week, Tuesday, have exam. So now I need learn English. Okay, Ellie? Okay. All right, let's look. Let's look at the text. So what you do is you read the text to identify similar keywords. All right? So you complete the table and mind map. Right? So how plastic is recycled? The recycling process. So remember just now, okay, you have start, you got sorting, you got processing, you got cleaning to remove, you got shredding, you got final checking, right? So these are keywords you need to look in the text. Okay, got essay here, Avision. Essay is tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m., 8 p.m. How plastic is recycled. All right, so start. You can see the word start here. Remember just now we had start. The recycling process starts when the plastic is collected. So when does it start? Can you speak Bahasa Melayu? Kai, if I speak Bahasa Melayu, I'm not teaching English then. Then I'm teaching Bahasa Melayu. Yes, I can speak Bahasa Melayu because I'm a Malaysian. Teacher, what's the meaning of shredding? Shredding is to cut pieces, cut things into small pieces into fine pieces. All right. Okay. So, all right. Starts with the plastic is collected. So you have starts when plastic is collected. So you can have when it starts because here starts right when plastic is collected. Correct. Exactly. Kim, smart. When the plastic is collected, because it says start. Awesome, Kim. Good job. Right. Let's look at the next one. The plastic that is thrown in recycling bins is brought to the recycling centers. Thank you, Taviana. Right. This is because, after that, the plastic gets sorted. Remember, they use the word sorting? So, sorted, right? Sorted, okay? So, sorted, you got sorted according to their color and type, right? So, color and type would be sorting, correct? Okay, so you got color and type. Right? So you remember starts, plastic is collected, sorting, color and type. This is because different types of plastics are processes. Are processes. Are processed, no S, wrong. I'm wrong here. In different ways. Okay? So Taufik, I like it, Taufik. You got color and type there, right? Okay. So let's continue. All right, processes. Wrong, my spelling here again. I'm sorry, in different ways. So this one would be what? It would be processing. Okay, all right. Process must be D here, P-R-O-S-S-E-D. I go and put S. I'm sorry, my mistake. Different ways. Later, the plastic is washed to get rid of waste and stickers on it. Okay, wash to get rid, right? What do they want to get rid of? Food waste and stickers. This would be what? This would be cleaning to remove. Remember, wash to get rid, the meaning is cleaning to remove. They didn't use the word clean to remove. They use wash to get rid, same meaning. All right, okay? Yes, you got different way. Kai, come tomorrow for writing. Kai, I'm not answering you that question there. Okay? All right, thank you, Kim. Color and type because it's sorted. Right, okay. All right, so here wash to get rid of trash means cleaning. Yes, correct, exactly. Wonderful. Okay, and then any material that is not plastic must be washed away to make good quality new plastic items. Afterwards, the plastic is shredded. Just now we had shredding. So shredded is here into small pieces. Okay, all right, yes, correct. Wash to get rid of trash, cleaning to remove. Yes, plastics are processed. All right, process ED, Tivashini. I missed the D here. Are processed. Okay, all right. So shredded, plastic is shredded. So answer is shredding. What is being shredded? Shredding. Okay. Okay, good. Right? Sophia has given answer for the earlier one. Thank you. Next, the plastic weight is checked. The word check, remember checked? Okay, check. Remember check? Okay, you got check there. And then all the small plastic pieces are put in a large water tank. The pieces that are lighter float. The pieces are also placed in the wind tunnel to see which pieces fly hard. Then the pieces are checked. Got 2 times check. Here they check. Here also they check. You have to be careful. Not always the answer is in one sentence. The answer can be in a different sentence. So you got the word check here, the word checked here. One you check for weight. The other one you check for color. And this one is what you are doing the final checking on. What a different verb and verb to be. Okay. Kai, verb is in Bahasa Melayu, verb is kata kerja. Alright, so like run, walk, jump, it's a verb. Verb to be is the one that helps us to tell whether somebody else, the noun is singular, like is. Verb to be is, was, are, and are and am. Okay, is, are, am, was, were. All right. Okay. All right. So You have that. This is what you do. Okay. And then you write the answers. Plastic is collected. How you start? Plastic is collected. When you do sorting, okay, color or type. Now, why is my arrow like this? To tell you that if you put type number 18, color number 19 also correct. As long as they are in the same box for the same topic here, sorting, you get correct answer. So don't worry. If you put type at number 18, color and number 19 also can. You will still get the mark. Don't worry. So here 20, processing in different ways. Okay, processing in different ways. Cleaning to remove what? What do they clean to remove? Food waste and also stickers. So you can put number 21 stickers, number 22 food waste also can. Is this part 3 or 4? Good question. All right. Part 3. Plastic is shredded. 3 words. Plastic is shredded. 3 words. Plastic shredded into small pieces. 5 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can choose either one as long as you have the answer. Because some of you might put this, some of you might put this, both also correct. Okay? And then final checking, you have 2 answers, so you have to put weight and color. So this is what how you answer. All right. So certain if you have to do in table, same thing. If the table put there at the table is just like start sorting in a table form, you write the same way. Yes, correct. As long no more than 5 words or any number of words they tell us that we cannot write more. Okay. All right. Let's continue to part 4. Okay. Part 4. Now, part 4, you will see here that you have 8 or 10 marks. 8 is for form, I cannot remember, form 1, form 2, and then form 1, I think. Wait, I will show you. And then 10 marks for another group. That will be form 2 and form 3. So let's see. Okay, part 4, 8 or 10 marks. Let's see who gets 8 marks, who gets 10 marks. So reading comprehension. Form 1 is the one who got 8 marks because you will have a non-linear text. What is a non-linear text? Non-linear text is actually a text that is not in a form of an essay. All right. So we don't need to change the sentence. No, you don't need in Shira to change the sentence. Okay. All right. Not here for form 1, non-linear text meaning it is the form of like advertisement or is the form of what else besides advertisement? Form of a sign, anything. That is called non-linear text. Zulkairin, when they said not more than 5 words, what it means is this. You can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. That's what it means. It can be 2 words, it can be 3 words, and it can be 4 words, it can be 5 words. It depends on the answer that you are going to write. But the moment you write more than 5, even though part of your answer is there, you get wrong. Okay? So Kairin, your name very special spelling. I like it. Okay? All right. So for one non-linear text, you have 4 true false question and 4 short answers. So for form 1, you answer number, I cannot remember the number. The first question will be either T true or F false. And then you give 4 short answers. But for form 2 and form 3, you will have a text like an essay. And then you have to write 8 short answers. Again, for only for form 1, 2, and 3, not more than 5 words. Yes, Divashini, if you write more than 5 words, you don't get your marks. The teacher will automatically have to put X there because you didn't follow the limit of the words you can use. Teacher, what is your all? Okay, all right. Okay, right. If you write more than, you don't get marks. Thank you. So, okay, 8 short answers for Form 2 and Form 3. Yes, sure, Akil, you can eat. I'm not going to watch you. I cannot even see you. You can eat, you can drink as you watch, okay? Now, 8 short answers, not more than 5 words. And then number 9 and number 10 questions will be 2 vocabulary. I think you know this very well because I think your teacher has done this a lot of practices with you in the class. All right, only Form 1, you have to make sure you got true and false and 4 short answers, not more than 5 words. Okay, all right. Okay, now the reason I put this in yellow is because when I was watching Lembaga Peperiksaan's a video on your UASA that they did last year, they didn't talk about Form 1, whether it's more than 5 words. They only talked about Form 2. So for Form 1, please read how many number of words you are allowed. Even Form 2 and Form 3, you need to read. All right? Yes. All right. If no more, your answer could be yes, exactly. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, let's look. Oh, how old am I? I'm very old, Afiq. I got another 5 years more before I retire, Afiq. Okay, that's how old I am. Okay. All right. My age is important for you all, huh? I didn't know my age is important. Now, part 4 short answer. Focus, reading, and use of English. All right, okay, let's look. Read the instruction, determine the word limit allowed as answer. You always have to read because today, last year maybe five words. This year maybe they put 4 words. I don't know. You please check how age. All right, no age. Skim the passage carefully. Skim means what? You read quickly. I don't know if your English teacher has taught you how to skim. Skim is reading the first sentence in the paragraph and the last sentence in the same paragraph. That's all. Don't read all in that paragraph. Okay, you just read the first and the last. That is called skimming. All right. And then next, you read the question or incomplete sentences, depending you got question or it's not a question but incomplete sentence. You underline the keywords. Zafri, there are 5 parts in part 1. Remember, the questions and sentences follow the sequence of the passage, meaning the first question is always on top and then they will slowly go down of the text, or as you go, the questions are getting number 2, number 3, you go down. It won't be a little while at paragraph 2, and then you go to paragraph 1, and then you go to paragraph 4, then go paragraph 3. No. Okay? All right, so there are 5 parts, guys. Right? Okay, so they will follow. That is a good exam question paper. But if you get a question paper suddenly that the answer is at different paragraph, then just follow whatever they have done. But it's not a good set of questions because a question shouldn't go up, down. It should just follow the flow of the text. All right? Okay, remember that. Next, scan the passage. Look for the keywords. And then from the keywords from the questions and sentences, underline them. Very important. Bye, Taufiq. And then read the questions and sentences again to obtain the answer. All right. And then ensure that your answers are structurally and grammatically correct when you complete the sentences, besides within the given word limit. All right, okay, let's look at an example. Change the personal pronouns when necessary. Here means example, you get a text that talk about a person who says, I'm doing this, I. In your answer in the text, I, if it's a guy, becomes he or him. If it's a girl, becomes she or him. If they are talking about we this, we that, becomes they or them. You have to change the pronouns. You cannot copy like they say we, you also put there we. Cannot. That's where you will make mistakes and you won't get your mark. All right? Okay. Right. Let's look at a few examples. Read the instruction and determine the word limit. So here, answer the question below. Choose no more than 5 words and or a number. Same question. For Form 1, they will say answer true, false, use T or F. You follow the instruction. All right? Okay. Then you have skim. I'm going to teach you how to skim. You get a text like that. How do you skim? But Trisha, the answers, short answer will be more or less the same. It's only the structure will be different. Form 1 will have only 4 short answers. Form 2 and Form 3 will have 8 short answers and 2 vocabulary questions. Form 1 has no vocabulary questions. Their one is just true and false. Okay. Now, why I enjoy listening ghost story? So you got a text like that. How do you skim? Skim means you read the first sentence. I love listening to ghost story. All right. Well, I am not really a fan of such rides. Okay, that's how you just skim. All right, love, but don't like the rights of. So listening ghost story is my way of experiencing. Okay, all right, yes, correct. So the idea here is love ghost story. Second one, all right, okay. Second one is that my grandfather is an exceptional storyteller. Ghost story that is. Okay. Then sometimes I would keep a pillow close by just in case it gets too frightening. So grandfather is a storyteller and the writer feels that sometimes it's scary. So have a pillow with the writer lah. Last week, he told us a story about a haunted road in a village. This is last week what happened. And then here I had to stop listening at one point and pretended to get a drink just to calm myself down. Okay. Right? Then the last one here, some of his stories would linger in my mind for days. So the stories linger, and then however it turned out to be my younger brother playing a trick on me. So these are ways on how you skim. Skim means you just read quickly. You don't read everything to get an idea what each paragraph is about. All right? It's okay. So you just read that just to get an idea first so that you know which paragraph you need to go to when you want to find the answer. Then you go into read the questions and incomplete sentences and underline. Okay. So what you do is, okay, this would be how Form 2 and Form 3 will be like this. I'm not doing all. I'm going to remind you, I'm not doing all. I am not doing all. I'm just showing you, and then I'll just show a few examples. The writer compares listening. So the important keyword here is compare listening to ghost story to what? So you need to look for that answer. What did the writer compare listening to ghost story with? Okay. Listens ghost stories for. Here is for. For whom? For the what? Okay. How? Describe the grandfather, you need to know. Okay, how the writer described. And then writers does not like ghost story. What? The writers who lah, because writers here got apostrophe S means belonging to the writer. The writer keeps what? While listening ghost stories. Okay, right. Thank you. Skim is read quickly. Exactly. Right. So when grandfather tell story about what? Haunted road in village. When did the grandfather tell? Right? Okay. And then writer pretended. When pretended, calm herself. Yes, exactly. Zafri, exactly. Right? Just do the same. Heard a knock. And then you have to find the meaning of afraid and continue to exist. Okay, so if you look, I'm not going to go there. If you look at that, you will find the answers for afraid and continue to exist, which I won't do. All right, yes, correct, exactly. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you the first paragraph. Why I enjoy listening to ghost story. You have this I love. Now you read. Okay, now you have to read for detail because remember, writer compares. You are looking for compares. Listening ghost story to what? What do you think? Father is a gross and drink water. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. So, okay, what do you think the writer is comparing to? Yes, correct. You are skimming. Now you are scanning. Just now you read quickly. Now you are scanning. When you need to look for information, you scan. When you just want to know what the text is about, you skim. Okay? All right. So tell me now we are scanning. We are scanning. Okay, see here, scan. Scan the passage, look for keywords, underline them, read the questions again. Okay, so what would you underline or what would you feel you would underline? Okay, so Kim says riding roller coaster. Okay, the writer compares listening stories to, see here got, listening to ghost story is like riding a roller coaster. Okay, and then you have listen. See, you got get answer. Very good. Listening to ghost story is like riding a roller coaster. Correct. Good. Okay, then you have here is a way of experiencing the fear and thrill. All right. So Tibashini, you got experiencing the fear. What is this? The writers the writer is one writer or two writer teacher? One writer lah. Writer only one lah. Writer without S is one. Okay. All right. Now, so you got the writer compares listening to ghost story to that of riding a roller coaster. Number one, spelling must be correct. Number two, when you put the answer here not more than 5 words, it must be grammatically correct. Grammatically correct, meaning if you suddenly say to that of ride a roller coaster, wrong. If you don't have riding, because here is listening, here should be riding. You just follow here, riding a roller coaster. Don't simply change. You need to read the sentence and make it grammatically correct. Okay. Now the writer listens to ghost story for what? Anybody can give me the answer? For what? The writer listens to ghost stories for the what? What do you think the answer would be? For the yeah. Do we have what is this now? Do we have to find out and put our answer from the text? Yes, 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 definitely. Yes, you have to. Yes, okay, Sri Umeshwar. Okay, I like your answer for thrill. I like your answer, but Umesh, can you do me a favor, Umeshwar? If you put for thrill and for thrill and dear, look at the sentence here. The writer listens to ghost stories for thrill and fear. Do you think it's grammatically correct? Okay, then you have Ilham says for the fear and thrill. Now you suddenly put here, Dani, apa ni punya nama? Thrill and excitement. All right. Okay. Some guy look and read carefully. Is it only thrill? Some guy. All right. And then here you got fear and thrill. Look at the red alpha. Red alpha, be careful of spelling. You spell wrongly, you still get answer wrongly. Right? You got for excitement, fear and thrill. Okay, you got here. All right. So let's look at the answer for the fear and thrill. Right? Okay. So you cannot put for the experiencing here. All right. For the fear and thrill. Must be grammatically correct. I'm putting up a teacher's comment there for her students. Okay. All right. Thank you, Cikgu. All right. Got it? Okay. So you have another one here. Thrill and excitement. Do you think thrill and excitement accepted? No. Don't change the words. It's fear and thrill. I have a question for part 3. Must it be in capital, Girish? Would you normally write in capital, Girish, for the information transfer? No, right? You just write normally the way you write. If you use the first word capital letter, never mind. But it's better that you use the rest, the smaller letter. Okay? All right? All right. Okay. Let's look at another two more. No. Okay. All right. So scan again. Now we look at paragraph 2. We do last 3. Okay. All right. Yes. The answer was fear and thrill. Okay. Now my grandfather, now you'll scan. Let's scan again. Just now we skim, now we have to scan. We know that we are looking at how the writer described grandfather. Let's look where the writer described the grandfather. Can you tell me where? Can you tell me where? Meow, I'll answer your question later in a while. Okay? All right? Can anybody tell? While I'm waiting for your answer, I'll answer Meow's question. Meow said, but in the table, do I need to use capital letter? Meow. Up to you, Meow. Right now, there is no anybody saying about capital letter, small letter. You just write your answers, okay? Follow what your teacher has told you in the class. If your teacher advised you to use all small letter, you use all small letter. Your teacher say only the beginning use capital letter, you use capital letter. Listen to your teacher because your teacher is going to mark for you. Okay? All right, Meow? All right. Okay, I know you're getting tired. All right. Okay, exceptional storyteller. Leong Boon says, let's see. Yes, exceptional storyteller. Correct. Okay, you gave me the answer. Good. But I don't know whether that's the answer here or not. All right. Okay. And then you have the next one, the writers who does not like ghost story. You need to find out who does not like. You already got the answer here. My younger brother does not like it all. So Joseph's number 28 is younger brother. Okay, what about number 29? Writer keeps what? What does she keep with her while listening? Anybody? So see, Cherry has a teacher who tells her better not accept for proper noun. See, so follow your teacher. What your teacher has told you. All right. So you got everybody said pillow close. Close, keeps pillow close with her. Some just said keeps a pillow with her. So which one? Okay. So you have exceptional storyteller. If you put N in front, also no problem. So you got choices because as long as it's not more than 5 words. So here, if you put N, got 3. If without N, you got 2. Fine. Here you have younger brother. Okay. A pillow close by. Yeah, you can have that. You can have a pillow, or you can say keeps a kilo pula begini. A pillow close by with a can. This one also can because it's not more than 5 words. I would accept. Okay. All right. For me, I would accept because your sentence is grammatically correct when you put keeps a pillow close by with a can. All right. I would accept. I don't know other teachers if they accept, but I would accept because your answers make sense. All right. But here, a pillow. All right. Okay. Over here. A pillow close with her. A pillow close with her. Close I find it very funny. Okay, let's look at the last part. Now, Form 1, earlier you had 8. Form 2 and 3 got 10. So Form 2 and 3 got extra 2 marks. Therefore, in part 5, Form 1 got extra 2 marks here for 8. And Form 2 and 3 got less 2 marks here, becomes 6. So that you get 40 marks. Okay? All right. So gap text or extended text. This one you also have in Form 4 and Form 5. So you better learn this in Form 1, 2, and 3 to help you score later on when you do your SPM. So Form 1, you got 2 texts. Each text you got 4 gaps. And for each you got 4 options. So easier for you compared to Form 2 and Form 3. Because all the sentences you must use 4 gaps, 4 options. When you go to higher level, they will give you more options and less gaps. So there will be extra. Here, no extra. Okay? All right. Form 2 and 3, you got 1 text only, but you got 6 gaps. And then you got 8 options, meaning you got extra 2. This is the one I say. This is the one I said just now. All right, Form 1, so easy. You got 2 texts, you got 4 gaps, and then you got 4 options. That means you use all the 4 sentences in the 4 gaps. You don't have extra. But Form 2 and 3, you have 8 options for 6 gaps, meaning you got extra 2. Right? Okay. Okay. Now, let's look at how you do it. Skim the passage. Again, skimming and scanning. So skim by reading quickly the first few sentences in each paragraph. Get an idea what the text is about. Then you read the 8 provided sentences, underline the keywords. Then you scan the passage. You read for detail, where you identify the main idea in each paragraph. Then only you look for the keywords, right? And then from the sentences before, after, and then you underline them. Yes, Kai, this is the last part. All right. The reason I did at night was because I worried daytime, some of you afternoon school, right? So I cannot do afternoon. Okay. Not everybody got morning school. That's why I do night. Okay. Now choose the sentence best suit a gap. Ensure the sentences is connected to the sentences before and after. Look for clues like linkers. I'll show you how to look. Okay, got so many ways to look for time, for cause and effect, for examples, all right, for repetition. All these can help you. And then you read the passage again, and then please do not word spot. Oh, I saw this word in the text, so this word in the answer, that's why that's the answer. No, you cannot do that. All right? Okay. All right, so don't word spot. You choose, you see why that answer. You must understand why that word, that sentence is the answer. So let's try an example. Okay, just say music and me got title. When I was 6 years old, my mother registered me for a guitar class. And then there is a gap. Don't know what's the answer here. As I strummed the guitar, the string snapped and it hit my left cheek. Thought, okay. So what you do is you first, 6 years old, mother registered. Okay, then thought it was not serious. I started to have fear. Oh, she learned guitar, then got fear for guitar. Then my father bought me a violin. Oh, after that, learn violin. I just could not get over my fear. So still scared of string instrument. That's what the idea I got. I just scanned. After I scanned, scheme. This is how I scheme. This is what I read. When I was 6 years old, then my father, I scheme. Okay. One teacher is helping to answer your question, Gio. All right. Okay. Now, this is how you scheme. After you scheme, all right, you read the 8 provided sentence, underline the keywords. So this is what you do. This is what the keywords you would underline. Ended my mother's hope. Becoming a guitarist. Your mother wants you to be guitarist. All right. Enjoyed lesson very much. And then wanted, learn, play piano. Chose, learn, play piano. Just now I show you no piano, right? So now you should know C shouldn't be the answer. D, because there was no piano. I didn't show you the whole text. If there's the whole text, you will have the piano. But just for the sake of an example, no piano, you know, first paragraph, nothing about piano. I'm the one that answer piano. Second paragraph also no piano, not going to bother about piano. Okay? Hard, but never gave up. Yes, BSSP. They were worried about me. First lesson did not go well. Also here, important, also, basic violin lesson, I forgot to underline. Okay, so now, why do you, don't worry, Alia, everyone is weak in part 5. That's why I'm teaching you slowly. So just listen. All right, now the word that means before this sentence, something must have happened to show that my mother hope has ended. That is why it's important. That ended. Referring. This is called a reference pronoun. Okay. pronoun. So you that referring to something. Okay. All right. Besok Amar. And then you have the. I enjoyed the lesson. Remember just now I talked about and the. The lesson means this is the second time this lesson has been mentioned. I went for a lesson. The lesson was interesting. So this one, because of this, is a clue, right? Then I told them. Who is them? That means before this sentence, there must be something about a few people that must be saying something. So I told them that I wanted to learn. Okay. Oh, you got the exact one, Cherry. I didn't know. I took this from a book. I chose to learn. Okay. Now, here nothing, no clue. All right. Then it was hard, but I never. What was it? It refers to what? So these are clue. It refers to something. Okay. And then they were worried about me. Who are they? Again, clues for you. Okay. All right. And then however is to tell you a contrasting, opposite thing. Okay. My first lesson, however, did not go very well. So before that, maybe something about going well and then didn't go well. Okay. He also is a clue. He. Who is he? The father, the brother, the cousin, the uncle? I don't know. All right. So these are how, before you try to fill in the gap, you have to look for all the clues, underline the keywords, because it will help you. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's look at one example here. I will just now, it's the same thing. I've underlined everything. When I was 6 years old, my mother registered me for a guitar class. Okay. So you know the mother registered. Then here, as I strummed the guitar, the string snapped and it hit my left cheek. Wow. If it gets to you, pain, you know, if a string hit your cheek, pain. Thought it was not serious. Okay, we forget about this first. Now we want to find this. What answer would be the best? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Like I say, nothing to do with piano. So C out. Nothing to do with piano. D out. So C and D is out. All right. And then piano anymore. No, only C and D about piano. Okay. So, oh, sorry. Who is this? I don't know what. Kavi says G. So fast. Engku says G. Tiviana says G. Okay, some guy says G. Erniati says G. Zafri says G. Kai says G. Diana, why you are having so many and then got question mark? G. I like this example teacher G because it says the first lesson. Correct. This is how you must answer to your teacher. When your teacher say, why is the answer? What is the answer? The answer is G because it said first lesson. That is how your teacher will know you understand. If you just give me like this one, G, then I will ask you, why you choose G? You must give me an answer why you choose G. You cannot just say G. Why is it G? Because that shows me you understand. Okay? So when you understand and answer like just now, teacher Kim answered, then I know you understand. If no, I don't know what you are trying to say. So this is another one. Because it says, however, did not go well. Clue to the third sentence, yang string snap. Yes, exactly. Good. That is it. You're right. This is another good way. G because it said yes. Okay, good. All right. So all of you who got G, excellent if you know why it is G. All right, now 36. Thought it was not serious. I started to have a fear of strings snapping and hitting my eye. What would be the next answer? Oh, I forgot to show you. There was another one. After that, it was about violin, right? The father asked him to learn violin, right? Is it? What the answer would be for number 36? Let's go back. Let's go back. I forgot what I have given for number 36. I'm sorry. Here. Not yet, not yet. Thought it was not serious. I started to have a fear of string snapping. Okay, you all give me E. Let me see whether it's E. It was hard, but I never gave up. Really? No, 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 no. Not E. Not E. Because after the next paragraph, his father asked him to learn something else. He didn't play already, right? I started to have fear of string snapping and hitting my eye. So Irnioti, what happened? What happened? Why? If you choose E, why? If you choose A, why? If you choose C, give me the reason why, not just A. Don't just give me C. I want an answer. If you choose A, why? If you choose C, why? If you choose E, why? Because the next paragraph was he started learning violin. All right. Why is it A? Muhammad Azmi said A, keyword is that. Exactly. Right? Because what happened? What happened? F, because the parents worried. Okay, wait. Kavi, you cannot put. Did they write anywhere that the parents are worried, Kavi? No. Thought it was not serious. I started to have a fear of string snapping and hitting me. The next paragraph, the father asked him to learn violin. All right? All right? So Zafri said A because the mother registered him for the guitar. Right. Clever. And then he hit and then makes the mother because the son. Yes, because it was the mother's hope. Correct. Okay. Because the word guitarist, exactly. Correct. Okay. Yes. Right? So the answer would be A. He got the fear. No, he didn't get the fear. It's because of the fear. The mother's hope of him to be a guitarist. Gone, bye-bye. Cannot be a guitarist already. Right? So now you got it. Why? The reason the answer A would be the best, the mother's hope is gone. Just like all of you, your mother and father has hope for you, right? If you got fear, gone. Let's look at the last one, number 37. Then, because the mother's hope is gone, then my father bought me a violin when I was 8 years old. All right. Then you don't know the answer. Despite getting the best violin teacher to teach me, I just could not get over my fear of stringed instruments. What happened at number 37? Despite getting the best violin teacher to teach me, I just could not get over my fear of stringed instrument. All right? So thank you so much, Tiviana. I really like such good feedback. Okay, so tell me, what would be the best answer? Then my father bought me a violin. Don't just give me the answer. Okay, I want answer like this one. I like teacher Kim always will give good answer. H because the father bought her a violin. Zafri said it be H because this sentence is about violin only. Yes. There's only one answer that's violin, right? Guy say H. Keyword. Some guys say H because the keyword is violin. Yes. Harian, yes. See, now I like all of you. All of you are getting better. You are giving me the reason why the answer is H. Good. This is what you must do in your classroom with your teachers now. When your teacher asks answer, give reason. H. Best, very good. Excellent. All right. Yes. Everybody's getting H. I only will choose the one that has given me reason. Yes. Give me reason. I know you understand. Excellent. Awesome. Okay, good. Let's see your answer correct or not. Yes, all of you. Awesome. Did it very well. You got the answer H. So I am hoping that this would help you, especially part 5, where you said most of you find it difficult. If you find keywords like this, okay, you would be able to now do better. Take your time with part 5. All right. Okay, now talking about the answer sheet. This one is from last year, but I don't know about this year UASA. You have to transfer all your answer to the answer sheet. If there are any teachers here who have seen the question and printed, please let me know whether it's the same. You answer all the answers to the answer sheet provided at the back of the paper. Okay, you must do that because your teacher will only mark the last page. Okay, if I were you, I will use a pencil. Because in SPM later, you should always use a pencil so that you can erase your answer. But if your teacher tells you to use pen, then you use pen. Listen to your teacher because it's going to be marked by your teacher. Okay? All right. Any questions that you want to ask, please ask now. Okay, question time. I hope that I know it is nearly 2 hours. I'm sorry because it's reading and reading has 5 parts. Okay, so I wanted to make sure you all understand how to answer and you can watch this video as many times as you want, even after your UASA, because it helps you for your English reading until Form 5. Okay? And then no question, good. I will see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tomorrow will be shorter a little bit because we are only doing writing for 2 papers. Okay? All right, you are so much welcome. It's my pleasure. All right. Okay, good. Zafri, I hope that you like it. Okay. All right, so I've got a question here. For part 5, that what is the important step? Important step is skimming, scamming, underlining keywords, circling clues. That will be important. All right. And then look at the sentence before and after before you choose an answer. Okay. All right. You're all very much welcome. Okay. I hope that it really helped you. Okay. Thank you, Shanti. All right. Okay. All right. You're welcome. Any more questions besides that? I'm looking. Can we use ing for work? That one becomes if you are talking about somebody doing something. I am running. Yes, you can use. All right. I am running for work. Yeah, can running, dancing, singing. Okay. You're all welcome. All right. If not, I wish you all right, thank you and good luck for your UASA paper 12 stroke 1. I see you tomorrow for paper 12 stroke 2 for writing. If you got any questions tomorrow, you can still ask me. Okay, so good night, everyone. Have a wonderful night until we meet again tomorrow. Goodbye.